read the Vesper key first. Do choices shape the future in this world? To the Vesper Rift. Watch it be freaking Tasio, whatever his name was. This has nothing to do with Vesperia, which is a little disappointing. Because it was called the Vesper key.
Humans, here of all places.
Is he floating?
That's not a person. He's more like a mass of astral energy.
That sounds a lot like a great astral spirit.
How predictable, applying simple-minded molds to others.
I doubt he's a great astral spirit, but there is something alien about him.
If anything, you're alien to your own realm. You feign comfort with fate, all the while bearing claws at destiny. You remind me of a certain race. A race that struggles even as they destroy multitudes of worlds. Worlds that devour multitudes of energy. Disgraceful, all of it.
Sounds like someone has it in for us.
Say, there's supposed to be 6 keys, right?
And this is the 6th area. This must be our last stop.
Be careful. This one's not like the others we've run into.
You know, Edna mentioned being invited here. I'd figured it was the researchers doing, but what if there was something else in play?
You think this guy's behind it all?
That's anyone's presumption. Somehow I doubt he'd give us a straight answer if we asked.
I'll give you the courtesy of my name. I am the great spirit Kronos, ruler of time and space. And now I shall demonstrate my power.
Here it comes!
I've never felt power so potent before.
It feels like I'll be crushed by its force.
We didn't come all this way just to lose now.
Luckily, we've got power of our own. Determination.
I'm guessing he's the boss from her game, their game. Seeing as their game seems to be about time. Very disappointed it's not someone from Vesperia. We got Origin. I guess those deer, I don't know if they were from Abyss.
To stop you dying?
I can get him shooting in one area, he's gonna be stuck. Shooting in that area. He doesn't seem to be able to use magic, so... Ooh!
Perhaps now isn't the time?
I can carve through armor!
I'll heal you all.
You picked the wrong fight. Let it go to your parents.
He's also 10 levels above us, and yet
No further!
not currently a threat.
Try harder. You're mine. Try harder.
These sticks have got your name on them! I'll smash you! Oh, now it's time!
Ready to go!
This one's mine.
Prepare to be sealed!
He's about to hit his overlimit area.
Vacuum blade!
In a bind?
Strike! Dragon form!
Will this help?
The flame inside me yearns to be let free! Watch Dragon
So much for sitting this fight out. Armor won't save you.
Do it! Totally! In an instant!
Well, see what his is. Probably gonna be something that drops us to 1 health, 1 HP.
The enemy is going all out.
Before me! Blades!
I've got a bad feeling about this. Well, it's been swell knowing you guys.
We have to stop it, whatever it takes.
It's time to draw close the curtain. The tragedy of your life has reached its end. Chrono erosion.
Oh, and it's easily avoidable.
No way!
He's going to annihilate everything.
A power beyond mortal understanding.
Okay,
Win!
that's fine, I guess. It's good for me that he has an easily avoidable Mystic Art.
Stay away from my friend.
No, I will bring him back from Death's Abyss. You save that.
Burn in hell!
Take this!
Okay, here I go.
Sealed. Take it. Here I come.
Dragon form! Dragon form! Vacuum blade!
Magic is in.
Dragon form! Double demon!
Chain between heaven and
Dragon form!
Two, 3, 4, 5. Yes, so they don't have to hit. It just wasn't registering something. Maybe just the last one has to hit.
Flaming pillar! Fire!
It just doesn't do anywhere near as much damage as his other.
Not today!
Mystic Art.
Now you see what I can do! In a bind?
Vacuum blade!
All good things come to an end. Here,
Mirage! Double You picked the wrong side! Dragon form! Here I come! Prepare to be judged!
They're not playing around.
Power before me!
Dragon form!
Take this! I can carve through armor! In a bind?
Here comes confiscated.
Back this one! It's time to draw close the curtain. The tragedy of your life has reached its end. Chrono erosion!
Oh no!
Not today! Vacuum blade!
Leave the chargers to me.
Anything in armor is all mine!
Dragon form!
Enough!
Stunned! Let's do it.
Hammer!
Phase 2?
What quaint arts you use.
He's healing?
Not quite. I turned back time, to be precise.
You really do control time and space. Was this place something you made?
It was not I who made it, nor was it Origin or Maxwell. So there's a world unrelated to the three primordial great spirits.
Primordial? Do you mean to tell us you have the power to create worlds?
You may make of me what you will.
Another great spirit and another fine mess. I strongly recommend that research into doorways through time and space should be strictly forbidden.
But what are rules to a species that insists on ignoring history's lessons? The people of your realm will learn of this place, and they will use it to rob and exploit other worlds.
That's...
They are driven by pure desire. They fob off their burdens on others, all without reflecting upon what comes of it.
To hell with this. We've torn down every barrier in front of us, but we know better than to call it good there. We'll build a world where people can coexist and walk hand in hand, and we won't give up until we do.
Yeah, we're ready to put in the work to change.
I'll make sure this research gets called off. You have my word on that.
I suppose this is another trait that your species shares. I will remain here for a time. See to it that this absurd research is ended.
All right, Kronos. We understand.
And know this. If anyone attempts to abuse the gateway, to interfere with our world, I will cast them into the time-space rift, where they will wander the void forevermore.
No arguments here, pal.
We'll see to it that that never happens. You'll see, from up there on your throne.
I can feel my precision improving.
Wow, he gave me less experience than the twins did. He did mention Maxwell, though, and Origin, who I believe are mechanical doll accessories.
There's history in the air here. I can smell it.
I don't smell anything.
Don't encourage him.
They are, creation and destruction? Or were they literally just light and darkness? I don't remember. I think they were creation and destruction. Did I get my final, Yep. Nebilim. Oh, and they're all maxed out now, because I have all of them. Right? So this... Nebilim. There it is. Look at all that attack. I've killed 1232 enemies. I'm guessing. Hers is this one. Very Queen of Hearts. Kind of a Necronomicon. Oh, and it's per character, so some of them won't have high enough stats, huh? His is mainly penetration, but not damage. And because these guys don't see a lot of action, they don't have high enough kill rates. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Let's go call off the research. I went up 3 levels from him. Wow. That's barely anything. You gathered all the keys? Thank you. You've done me a great service.
I guess...
It wasn't quite like you described, though. It wasn't? How so?
Well...
We ran into people from other worlds there. Perhaps they were caught up in the world's movement of segregation and connection. Fascinating. Fascinating is not the word I'd use. We created problems for them. There might be connections to even more dangerous worlds. I think you should call off your research.
Right.
Agreed. This gate would be better off closed. The other side of the gate holds snippets of each world. It should return to normal as the astral energy here dwindles.
Huh?
Wait, the astral energy is dwindling.
Yes!
I've been taking continual measurements, and I've seen a rapid dispersal of the astral energy in this area. It should also stabilize once Destiny matches outside levels. The gate will be unable to sustain itself, and it will subsequently fade away. But visitors from another time and space. If they pique your curiosity, I suggest you visit them while you can. They adhere to different standards than our own. No, I need to do fine-tuning to ensure that the time-space separation occurs as slowly as possible. Last thing we'd want is for a sudden breakaway to leave a rift in its wake. Now there's a scary thought. Dissipation won't happen overnight, I should add. I think it will take a while longer. Really? We should inform the siblings that they will have a little longer together. And white ears, too. In the meantime, free to use the keys to come and go as you please. You've done me a great service. This is hardly fair compensation, but take it. That completes otherworldly visitors. I got some money and some SP. Meetings and reunions skit.
I don't know what all this gate and key stuff is about, but you've got to be a little crazy to do research inside a Zoogl's stomach.
I don't care what he gets up to on his own time. I'm just glad nothing crazy came out of all that in the end.
He was trying to bridge together dimensions. That in itself is rather ludicrous, I would argue.
Still, Eisen, was it? It seemed like that was the first he'd seen of his sister all grown up. In that respect, I'm glad it worked out for him.
Everything has a silver lining if you look hard enough. Doesn't change the fact that his little experiment was real dangerous.
Look at it from his perspective. I know if I got to see family I thought I never would again, that'd make me really happy too.
Truth be told, I'm with Kisara on this. The ability to see those that you're afraid you've lost, even one more time. I hope it works out for them.
There was also that Kronos guy we met at the end. Rather less charming. What do you think his deal was?
Yeah, he had those weird ears sticking out.
It's impossible to say whether he's like us or not. However, if we're to judge by his strength and appearance, he is clearly no ordinary being.
And what he said to Shion was just... that was so awful.
He most likely has his reasons for believing in what he does, even if they come from a very different place than what we ourselves know.
He didn't seem to be too harsh on anybody who wasn't human, though.
Ooh.
It was all so strange. I wonder if we'll ever get to meet anybody else from other dimensions.
Who can say? If we do, I pray it will be somebody more friendly. I can only fight every newcomer that we meet for so long. It'd be nice to get a surprise ally every once in a while.
The wide world of Dana.
It's amazing, isn't it? We've been all over Dana on this journey. Is there anywhere we haven't visited at this point?
Who knows?
I'm being serious.
We're talking about a whole planet here. Isn't it more exciting to just assume there are places we haven't seen yet?
I picked the wrong guy to ask. What about you, Alphen? What do you think?
That's a good question. I figure we visited just about every place civilization has set its eyes on.
So is there anything left for us to see?
That I couldn't say. We are talking about seeing an entire planet.
Yeah, I guess so.
This journey has proven just how little I truly knew our world. There is always more to learn. To assume otherwise would be the height of conceit.
There might well be places that we still haven't discovered yet. And if you ask me, I think that's perfectly fine.
Me too. We don't need to know every inch of Dana to fulfill our mission. Besides, I think there's something romantic about there still being mysteries out there.
I'd say it's part of the fun to imagine whether we'll be the first to uncover those mysteries. Maybe even now there are other explorers who will shed a light in the darkest places.
True. I guess the world's bigger than any of us will ever really realize.
You know, I was just saying the same thing as Alphen. Why does she listen to him and not me?
Sounds like you've still got a lot to learn about the mysteries of a woman's heart as well.
Alright. I don't think going back and talking to them will do anything other than make them want to fight me. If I am being honest. I will go back. If they're just gonna fight me, I'll stop it there, and then I'll just fight them off camera. There's no point in watching me fight them again. But I do need those levels, so I'm still going to fight them. But we have another quest, I believe. Didn't I see something on? Yeah. Take Phasol. So let's go ahead and back to the twins. He said, Kisara mentioned that she was all grown up. She looks like a child. Which is why I was kind of just thinking, oh, okay, she must have passed away or got knocked into a rift or something. They're under the belief that he's the one who vanished, and she's fully grown. Yeah, just fight.
Now that we're finally talking, I'm not sure what to say.
Some things just can't be conveyed with pen and paper.
That just lets me fight him again. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and... Actually, where did I last save it? I can just load that save so I don't got to run through this thing again. I don't know why, but I feel like that's not an accurate save. So I'm just going to end it here and run out of here. And then we'll go to Days Phasol? Wait, I can just fast travel there, so I don't got to run through this whole thing. We'll go there and we'll start this final one. Possibly final one. Who knows? I still have tournaments to do too.